We have a very special guest today for this final live that we're doing for May 1st. Our special guest is my mama. My mama is coming into the live and we're going to chat all things raw vegan recipes. I have never done a live with my mom, so you guys are in for a treat. My mom has one of her ebooks in the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. I'm going to post the link in the chat. And I'm gonna pin it so you guys can go grab the bundle from that link, or you can go find her. Let's see, where is my mama? You can find her is the Gentle Homeopath on Instagram, and she'll be joining any minute here. We'll just wait for her, but thank you so much everybody for all your love and all your support for this bundle. It's been amazing, this launch. We are having so much fun going live, and we just got off a live on Chef AJ, so be sure to go over to Chef AJ's YouTube channel and check that out. We made the spicy broccoli lentil curry from the Make It Raw ebook, and that was on her channel. And we've got lots of other stuff planned. Tomorrow, Nate's going to be going live at 8 a.m. Pacific time to do his daily grow along. So make sure that you head over there to his page. Oh, my mama's requesting to join. Woo! Oh, this is exciting.
Oh, I gotta turn my just a second. I gotta turn my camera around. I thought I did already. Newbie glitch again. Okay. Let me see.
Mama!
It's so good to see you. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, I know. I think it's.
You guys, it's my mom. She's live with us. She just needs to turn her camera around.
I think that did it. No. It's hard to see the link under all the writing.
Oh, right.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
You're so cute. There might be some little arrows.
I've been clicking on it, but it's hard to see that. Okay, it's hard to see it. I'll try. There it is. Yay! Oh. Hi,
Mama.
We're here.
I know, right?
And I'm so proud of you, Melissa. You put so much into this, and I'm going to probably say what an honor it is to be a part of this bundle. You had asked me, what, 2 years ago, and I wasn't ready, but life happens, and here we are. Yeah.
Yep. Here we are, and you wrote an ebook. You wrote an ebook for this bundle.
Yeah, it's been so much fun. I think I started working on recipes in January, so it was a good way to get going after Christmas and talk about eating well. Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah, because I live alone and I don't have anybody to share with really, so I was fine dining on raw vegan food like every day. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it's so good to see you, Mama.
You too, sweetheart.
Oh, this is awesome. So let's talk a little bit about your book that's in the bundle. And everybody who's watching, if you click up here where it says live with my mom, if you click on that little arrow, there's a drop down and you'll be able to go find my mom on Instagram, the Gentle Homeopath. Go to the link in her bio. Look, it's
Hey! Cheers! Dragon's breath mocktail. Hey,
Oh, the best.
Yeah, let's have yay!
I love it. I love it.
I haven't tasted it yet. I'm waiting for our taste.
Oh.
I have. I won't ruin it.
Okay.
I'll keep it all to myself.
Okay. So,
Good to see you, Lori. I'm gonna watch from my
okay,
phone.
great. Love you too.
Love you.
Okay. Contains 23 recipes, and then I have 2 recipes in the joint appetizer ebook that all of us put together. And one of those 2 recipes in the appetizer book is my dragon's breath mocktail. And I came up with this recipe. Do you want to toast now?
Yeah, let's toast. I want to try it.
Okay.
I want to try it. Okay, ready? Woo! Cheers.
Mm.
Mm. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's good.
And you can make it as spicy as you like. Like ginger, cayenne, kick it up a notch. You know, it's all about the taste buds. So.
I definitely like the ginger.
That's good.
Thank
I love the sparkling water in it.
I had bought this dragon fruit and on a whim, well, it was on sale. And it was, I think, $5 or $6 Canadian. So pretty expensive. That was on sale. So I wanted to do something special with it. And I'm laying in bed one night trying to sleep. And I thought, I think I'll make some kind of drink with it. So that's how that evolved. And I've always loved dragons. So there you go. Yeah.
Dragon's breath. So this recipe is in the group collaboration ebook that's part of the bundle, you guys. Again, click on the drop-down arrow, go to my mom's page, or you can click the link in the chat if that works. I've heard that some people have been having problems with the link in the chat. So go to my mom's page, click the link in her bio, and go grab the bundle, and you'll be able to get this recipe that she made, as well as she has the spring pate in the group appetizer ebook. There's 41 recipes in there from 37 contributors, and that's just one of the 40 ebooks that you get in this bundle. Like, just mind-blowing how many things are in the bundle.
Yeah. When I read 400 recipes, oh, wow. Like, and we all came together on this. It's so special. And this is really cool. I thought of this about an hour ago. This is the 4th year for the bundle. There's 40 contributors, and there's 400 recipes. So those 3 numbers, 444, is, I've heard, an angel number. So yeah, very special. Yeah.
That is special. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I know, yeah, we love doing the bundle. It's such a fun event where we all get together and we do these lives and we help to inspire people to eat more raw food. And like we say, oh, buy watermelon lime. She says it's late. She's going to see us tomorrow. But so nice to have people joining in and asking questions. And yeah, the bundles once a year, because they're a lot of work. I mean, we're all writing brand new ebooks for the bundle, and we all get together and we build like the live event schedule, so that we all have these schedules and we're all working to help inspire you. And you don't have to be a raw vegan to enjoy the ultimate raw vegan bundle. Like, you just, the only prerequisite is that you want to eat more raw food, whether that's all raw or high raw or just starting to add more raw. This bundle is for you. Again, link on my mom's bio. So go to her page, follow her because she's amazing. Olivia's in the house.
Hi.
And my friend John. Olivia! We love Olivia.
Yeah.
So, we made some other things.
Tell me.
So look at what we made.
Oh! I know what that is.
Oh!
That is sweet berry chutney.
Yes. So tell me about this recipe.
Well, I was putting together a raw lunch, vegan of course, for a friend of mine And this goes back about 15 years ago. And I thought, I want to make some kind of a relish or a chutney. So I started throwing things together, and it was just one of those magical moments when I tasted it. And I thought, that's just right. So Melissa was coming, and it was a ladies' lunch, and Melissa starts eating it by the spoonful. I don't think she even realized what she was doing at the time. But the ladies noticed, were looking at her like, okay, Melissa, save some for us.
Yeah, right. I know, like, and then you made me a jar of it, and I ate the whole jar in like a day.
Yeah. So and you can put it on everything, like the wraps. I've had it on like a vegan curry for a little bit of a sweetness on the side. Anywhere you would use chutney.
Yep. Chutney, it's like kind of got a relish.
It does.
Relishness to it. So it's good on raw burgers. And if you get the bundle, so that you can get this recipe in my mom's ebook, you can also make, you know what would be really good on? Daniel McKinnon, his ebook that's in the bundle is called Raw Nation. He has an Ethiopian Burberry burger. And Nate and I made that burger.
Well,
have you ever had Burberry spice?
But that's on my list of things to make. Yeah.
I never did. Yeah, so I never had Burberry spice ever. And when Daniel submitted his book, we're looking at it, and I'm like, let's get some Burberry spice and try this burger. So I ordered the spice on Amazon, and it came just in time for us to make the sauce and the burger patty. It's my new favorite spice of all.
I gotta try it.
I would have to say, yeah, Burberry spice is unreal, because it's like a curry, chutney, fenugreek, spicy, clovey, cinnamony. Like it's got so many different flavors, and it's really incredible. Like, it's hard to explain, but this would be amazing on that burger.
I'll try it. I'm so
Yep. I'll sell you on that burger. So I'm going to take a taste, because I made this last night. Do you want to take a taste test?
Actually, mine has been in the freezer for at least a month. So it was kind of an experiment, because like I said, I live alone. And when I make a whole batch of this, there's no way I can eat it in time. So, I mean, it's going to last because it has apple cider vinegar in it. But still, I wanted to preserve it, but not heat it, of course. And the consistency is amazing, and it's fine. So that's another tip for people to do. If you want to make extra, you can freeze it. Yeah.
Yes, make extra and freeze it, or you can eat the whole bowl like I will. Oh my gosh. Mama. Oh man. Seriously, they're like my favorite recipe ever.
I think it's my top 5 favorites. And in my recipe book, I photographed everything with on white dishes. But I had this little gold bowl, and I thought, okay, I gotta use it. And this is the only recipe photographed with a colored dish, so it's extra special.
Extra special. Sunshiny, yellow, gold, and beautiful. Like, I could literally eat this whole bowl.
Yeah. Well, it makes me so happy, all the flavors dancing in my mouth. And I think when I first made it, I was so excited that I danced around the kitchen. Like, real. Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how we can be with food? Like, we get excited when, that's how I was like when I made my French dressing for the very first time. It's 5 dates, you guys. If you want to write it down, it's 5 dates, 2 cloves of garlic, the juice of a lemon, a little apple cider vinegar, and some smoked paprika. I blended that up because I was looking for like a vinaigrette style oil-free dressing. I blended that, put on my salad, And I remember sitting at my desk editing photos, and I was like almost on the verge of tears because I was like, this is so good.
I remember when you had me over for a salad. That was almost 9 years ago. And you made your French dressing, and I was like, this is a game changer, Melissa. Yeah, I can do this. Because
I know with the French dressing, and the first year that I was raw, or almost 2 years that I was raw, I ate the French dressing probably like 4 days out of the week. I'd have that almost every day for lunch because it's so easy. It's low fat. I can have like loads of vegetables. I loved it. Always have the ingredients on hand. So it's good like default fallback 5 kind of a recipe.
Well, once you've tasted these recipes, they are literally alive with living enzymes, and you will never go back to, for example, a bottled salad dressing. There's just no comparison. Or something canned. Just like, why bottle?
I know they have like I haven't tried any, but like I can remember what they have, like the texture, and like almost like a viscousy, weird, like slimy. I just I way prefer making my own recipes now than anything. It was so good. So you told me that you had a story about the wraps. I want to hear.
So I made up the mixture for your honey I love mustard wraps, and God, I'm so efficient. It's around what time did I put them in? Around maybe 9 p.m. last night. They're in my dehydrator, and I'm cleaning up the kitchen and doing some post and just putzing around for a couple more hours, and then I go to bed and I'm laying there. Oh no, I forgot the psyllium. I forgot to put the psyllium in.
You know what? Oh no!
I put chia seeds and flax seeds, ground up, of course, but I forgot. So I'm laying there. It was too late to get up, and because I'd already been dehydrating for a few hours. So I just prayed and said, well, we'll deal with it in the morning. And I managed to salvage a piece of one to make your wrap. And the leftovers are going to make delicious soft crackers. This wrap recipe is incredible. The flavor blends, and I'm not a mustard fan, but this is over the top. So yeah, that's my little story. Don't do it over again. Yeah, and I get this paper from my organic grocery delivery, so I always save it and recycle it, and wrap it.
Nice. Your wrap looks good. You want to see the ones Nate made?
Oh,
check it out.
That's the perfect one. Yeah.
You know, after you've made like 100 of them.
Well, this is
good.
Yeah. This was actually the first time on those new trays that I bought with the edges. So I think I was just excited about using my new trays, and I got ahead of myself and didn't think this would be
right. I'm so glad that you love the flavor of the wrap. That's another cool thing about the wrap book, is because there's 33 recipes, and each recipe is its own like event, right? Like it's got the wrapper that matches the filling, that matches the sauce, so they all kind of play together. But you can make your own, right? You don't have to follow the filling and the sauces. You can fill it with whatever you want.
And I've always loved ethnic food and themed dinners. So when I read through your ebook, I'm like, I gotta try these all. There's just so much of a selection. And the honey mustard sauce to put over the wrap. I could drink this. It's so good.
I know, right? Oh my gosh. Nate and I make that one, and we have it in a little jar, and we take it hiking with us for our wraps, because we're like, we can't go without the sauce.
Glam hiking.
Glam hiking, totally. I know. We have to take the wraps now every time we go. And it's easy to blend the wrap. Would you say it's easy to blend the
Yeah,
wrap
I just put
before it?
everything out and popped it into my blender, and it was less than 5 minutes. And then even spreading it out on those trays is super quick because the edges are like a guide to how thick to make the wrap. And I have a small food dehydrator. It only holds 4 trays, and they're only 11 by 11 inches. And from this recipe, I got 2 perfect wraps. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I tried to make it so that each recipe
Mhm.
made 2 full wraps. So you could make one
Mhm.
for like today, and then you could wrap the other one and have it for lunch
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I love how portable they are,
Yeah.
especially when you wrap them in paper. You just like going for takeout somewhere. It's just,
I know, isn't that? But yesterday, Nate actually said that because yesterday, okay, so the story behind this is that Nate and I have been making what we ate in a day videos for the last 2 weeks. So every day we picked a breakfast, like 1 or 2 lunches, and 1 or 2 dinners from people in the bundle. So we made a lot of your recipes. We made Chris Kendall's recipes and Rick and Karen Dina's salad, Matt's recipes, like Lana's smoothies. Like we made so many, I think we've made over 50 recipes from the bundle in the last 2 weeks. So it's been a lot of work. Every night we're planning for the next day, and we're going shopping. We're making sure we have everything so that we can make all the stuff for these videos. And so yesterday was the first day that we weren't making food from the bundle books, and we're just like, oh, and we had a wrap that we made the day before. We had an extra wrapper. So Nate wrapped wraps, and we had wraps for lunch yesterday, and it was the most glorious thing to not have to do any prep because we prepped the day before. And I feel, Nate agrees with me, that the wraps are best the next day. Like if you wrap them up, like you fill them up and wrap them up and put them in the fridge, the next day they're just like all the flavors meld together, and they're just like
that's
so
a great
good.
idea. Yeah, I think that's for you said about 3 or 4 days max in the fridge.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat them at 4 days. Like we tested it because when we were building the book, oh my gosh, it's so funny. I made, on most days I would make like 9 or 10 wraps. And it was like 2 wraps for each wrap. So we had like, I don't even know, like 40 halves of wraps or something like that. It was like ridiculous the amount of wraps that we had. So we have a friend, Angelica, who's actually also in the bundle. She has the yin yoga course. She lives only like a mile away. So we took over like all our extra wraps, and we're like, here, eat. So she got all our extra wraps. But we did that like 2 or 3 days in a row because I had to get all the photos for the book. And one of the times we just were like, let's see how long these last. Like, let's test it out and see. So we had them all in our fridge, and they were good up to the 3rd day. Like you wrap it, maybe you eat one that day. The next day they're good. The day after that they're good. But on the 3rd day, like they're okay. Yeah. But it's like any other regular wrap, right? Like they're not going to be stellar awesome like on the 3rd or 4th day anyways. So, but yeah, I didn't really enjoy it on the 4th day, but the 3rd day was still good. I like the 2nd and the next day. Those are the best times to eat them.
And we mentioned hiking. I have another recipe. It's actually the first one in my ebook. It's beet jerky. And how this came about, there's a secret ingredient that I won't say, gotta buy the bundle. But what happened was years and years ago, I used to eat beef jerky. And so now I'm eating all this vegan food, I want something that's not from an animal. So I came up with this recipe, and I actually made some. Yeah. It looks like beef jerky.
Look at
that. And it doesn't have to be perfect either. I love the shapes. And it bends like jerky. It's chewy, and it's smoky, a little bit salty. I mean, you get the experience, the satisfaction of a snack that checks all the boxes, I think.
Right? I know, they're so good. We made those on the first day, and we put them inside a wrap. They were so good. It was actually the wrap that we made, and we just posted the video on YouTube at noon today, so everyone can go watch it. It's on my YouTube channel, Lissa's Raw Food Romance. It's a What We Ate in a Day from the Bundle, video 1, and we made the rainbow wrap from my wraps book, and inside the rainbow wrap, we put your beef jerky and the chutney. So we had both of those in the wrap. It was mind-blowingly delicious. I was just thinking
this would be good in a BLT instead of bacon, because the consistency is just like bacon, like what I remember. Wow. So I want everybody to try this. I get so excited with sharing my recipes like you. It must be in our blood. Like, I want everybody to enjoy and make this for kids, because I think kids need more healthy snacks these days. There's so many temptations, and it's high in iron.
So, yeah, I want to ask you, because it's been forever since I've heard the story, but would it be cool if you could share a little bit about Grandma and the show that you guys had way back? Because I don't know like all the details. I just heard pieces, but talk about that a little bit. It's like our background, the recipes in our blood.
When Melissa was a baby, my mother was a television producer in Edmonton for a cable company, and she talked me into doing a TV show, and it was titled Cooking with Small Appliances. So the idea came out of, well, myself, when I got married, I got a lot of small appliances, and they were in the storage closet. I didn't use them enough, so I thought up a bunch of recipes to make use of these things. And yeah, I remember taping those shows. That was exciting. I think there was about a dozen. Yeah, I'd go to the TV station, and all the cameras would be set up, and all my food and the lights. Yeah. Well, that was a long time ago. So that's where it all began for me. I'm a foodie.
We're like 40 years ago.
Yes.
How has it been 40 years? 43 actually, since I was born.
Yeah, I think you were 2 or 3 when I did that. So
yeah, years ago.
Yeah. And age.
Yep.
Age is so relative. It's just a number. Really.
It really is. Yeah. Someone's asking in the chat, your mom? My name is Lissa, and my guest here is my mother, Lori Germain. And we're talking about my grandmother, who is your mom.
She's since passed on, but we had a lot of fun with food. Another thing we did was she would enter food competitions in Edmonton Klondike days. And I was her sous chef. Oh, yeah. And she'd have me up all night baking cookies and squares and making all kinds of stuff. And we had great fun. Those are great memories. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. I know I still have the bin of all of the old pictures and stuff, and I've got like some of the old like newspaper clippings of like the awards that Grandma would win. Precious. From like all of that. Yeah, so I've got all of those. They're in our storage unit.
That's great.
Man, yeah, time is so relative. It's so interesting how time is. Like, I don't feel like I'm 43.
I turned 65 in March, and I don't feel 65 at all. I feel your age, and I think I attribute it to all this food. I attribute it to living a healthy lifestyle and staying hydrated and positive outlook. I mean, we're all human. We have our moments, but yeah, this really suits me.
Mm-hmm. I know, and it's such a unique way to live. But when you think about it, like people are like, oh, it's so different or whatever. But when you really think about it, it's really the way we should be eating. Yeah. Like it's what everyone else is doing that's different. It's like strange, right? So like, but when you're in this world and you're eating this way and it becomes your new habit, it's like you don't really think about other stuff because you're like, I default to eating a salad or making a smoothie or having something healthy, right? Like we don't really think about the other stuff, but it's because we've made it a new habit.
And in the morning when I have my big smoothie, usually 4 bananas and a mango, that's my favorite. I can feel it working on me, like waking me up, like spark plugs, and I don't feel the jitters like I used to feel from coffee. So it's what our bodies crave and want.
It is. I know, and you make such beautiful recipes. Everybody, please go to the link in my mom's bio. So this is my mama. And if you click on the very top of the screen up here, you can go find her Instagram, The Gentle Homeopath. Click the link in her bio and go grab the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle and get her brand new recipe book and my brand new recipe book for the wraps. The wraps.
I got to show you something else. So I'm in my freezer.
Please do.
This is my baby carrot cake. These are 3 pieces left from the actual cake that I made that I photographed for my ebook a couple of months ago. And I remember I would have eaten the whole thing in one day. So I had to put it in the freezer. I had to. Out of sight, out of mind. And it,
I know Nate ate the whole carrot cake. I had like maybe 4 bites from it. The whole thing.
Yeah, I have perfected this over several years. I think the first one I made was about 15 years ago, and I finally got it the way I want it. So I'm really happy to share it. Yeah.
So good. It is so good, you guys. You have to get the bundle. So you can explore my mom's book.
I got to show you something that I found in my cupboard. This goes back maybe 17 years ago. Are you eating chutney? You eat the chutney, I'll eat the carrot cake. Oh boy.
That chutney. I am such a like condiment person.
Okay. I cannot tell that this was frozen for 2 months. That's total honesty. This is amazing. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously, this food is so good.
And nourishing.
So good.
Because I need flavor, I need satisfaction, I need comfort food, and I won't settle. Yeah. So when you have a weekend off, make some of these recipes and freeze some of them, like the carrot cake. You could freeze these in little containers and have them for lunch during the week. And just take one out of the freezer in the morning with a wrap and some jerky, pop it in your lunch bag, and you're good to go. Yeah.
Exactly. Another cool thing too is, we got Namaste Crochet is like, your mom being part of the bundle is so epic.
Did you say
crochet? Yeah, Namaste Crochet.
Hi,
that's
Namaste. I'll look for you. I love crochet. I crochet almost every day.
Oh, that's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Stacy is saying, Lori, you need to talk to my parents. They won't even go plant-based. Help. And I'm a nutritionist.
I recommend is start introducing them to some delicious recipes, because a lot of people can't go all the way. It's too much to deal with, and you don't want to add more stress to your life anyway. So once they taste some of these recipes, I think they might be more tempted to want more. Yeah.
agree too. I agree totally. And like I said earlier, like you don't have to be a raw vegan, and you just have to want to add more raw food to your life. So even if they don't want to necessarily eat exclusively plant-based, at least you can start helping them to see the benefits of adding more plants. And the more they add, the more they try, the more they'll like it.
Yeah, because a lot of people think it's just an iceberg lettuce salad with a chopped tomato, maybe some green onions, and a dressing. That's it. But it's far more than that. Yeah. And once.
Oh yeah, I know, right? And these people are coming from a diet that's really low in fiber and really low in fiber variety. So when they start adding more variety and more like fibrous raw foods to their life, their gut might be like, whoa, 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 that's too much, too fast.
That too.
So
yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So then instead of saying, okay, let me just go a little slower and work with my gut, they just stop altogether. And it's like, well, like you have to keep feeding your gut and take time to be patient with yourself, because everyone's different. We all are coming from a different state of microbiome health. So if you're coming from like a standard North American diet, or you're already eating a really low fiber, low variety diet, then you need to slowly introduce the raw foods and then build up to it, not like eliminate or get rid of them. So it's a long journey, and sometimes it takes time for people.
Yeah, and once you make some of these recipes for them, I'd like you to check back with us and let us know how it's going. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, who wouldn't want to eat one of these?
Yeah.
Come on. Like, look how soft it is, you guys. It's like, it's a real wrap. It's a real wrap.
It's fun to eat real food too. Yeah. Or I wanted to show you, I found this in the cupboard, and this goes back about 17 years. I know. Remember that?
I remember
printed at the library. So there's a bunch of recipes in here that are all too high in fat. I would say 95% of them. In the past.
All right, you switching to the low fat craze, like, because it's
and that's another thing. People have a palate for a lot of fat, and it takes a while to adjust to low fat. But once you do and try and go back, I find that a lot of fats, even the good fats that the health food industry promoted several years ago to us, they're just not satisfying anymore. You know, taste right.
Yeah, exactly. I know it's too heavy, because your body just gets used to the hydration and the fiber and all of that stuff. So like, you know, yeah, we need fats in small amounts, and it's okay to have fats in appropriate amounts, right? And then we just eat so much of all the other stuff. We have a question in the chat. They're asking, I'm trying to advise my mom off too much sugar. What plant-based snacks do you recommend that you love?
What plant-based what? Snacks. For someone with a sweet tooth?
Yeah.
Well, carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
One of my favorite recipes is called Mango-licious fritters, and that's another one I had to put in the freezer, or I would have eaten them all, because I do have a sweet tooth. Yes, and there's also rustic gingerbread. That's delicious, and I made a recipe called apple cart cookies. So you can switch these things up too. With the cookies, you could put as much dried fruit as you like in it, because there's also different levels of sweet tooth. So your mom might want more raisins in the cookies, maybe. Yeah. So those are a few that I made that she could try.
Nice. Yeah, and if you get a bundle, we haven't made this recipe yet. There is cashews in it, but have you made the durian brownies?
Yes, Debbie Adler what happened was I couldn't find any freeze-dried durian where I live, and I looked on Amazon and it was really expensive. So I found some freeze-dried apples, and I made it with apples and carob instead of chocolate, because I don't do well with caffeine. And they were pretty good, although I would say that the apples got lost in the carob. So next time, I'm still on the lookout for durian, freeze-dried, but try maybe strawberry.
Give me your address, and we can send you some durian, because we can get durian here.
Oh, wow. Well, I know there are stores in this city where I could go, but right now I don't have a vehicle, and it's a long bus ride, and I just thought I want to make these today, so I went to the store and got the apples, but they were really good.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so good. Oh yeah, Stacy says I'm gonna make them with freeze-dried.
I was gonna say that. That would be my next choice, because strawberry and carob are really nice together. Yeah.
Right. We have a freeze dryer. We bought a freeze dryer, right? Yeah. So we've been freeze drying so many things. Oh, we have like jars of dragon fruit and strawberries and blueberries and all kinds of like vegetables.
Sounds like
freeze dried.
Like heaven.
Yep, it is. But yeah, we could totally. A store that might have it in Edmonton.
I thought of that.
T&T.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a field trip to the mall and check it.
Yeah, next time you're at the mall, check T&T. But yeah, we have an Asian market here. We have two actually. One's called 99 Ranch, and the other one's called International Marketplace. And they both have, not all the time, had freeze-dried durian, but when we were in LA with John Kohler a couple months ago, we were in this one Asian place. We were grabbing durian so that we could eat, like we had frozen durian that we thawed that next morning. We're like eating durian in the hotel room. But they had cases of the freeze-dried durian, so we bought a couple bags down there. So.
I wish. I love durian. So that's on my list to try for sure. And another recipe I tried of Debbie's was the little cream pies with a seed crust and the pudding and the topping. Oh, those are good. And they're in my freezer.
I know you guys got to get the bundle so you can make all of these recipes. What kind of savory recipes have you made from the bundle?
I made yours and AJ's enchanted enchiladas. But I toned down the spice just for my taste buds. And that's another thing with all these recipes. You can tone it down or kick it up a notch. They're really versatile and adaptable. Yeah.
Totally. Oh, I'm so glad you tried that one. That is a really... So the story behind that recipe was Chef AJ and I have been friends for now like about 2 years. And we do many different things together. And she had this idea to do this class. And so it's like 4 weeks. Week 1, we teach you the recipes. Week 2, you make the recipes. And then week 3, we do it again. We teach the new recipes. And then week 4, you make the recipes. So we do it on Zoom. People are like in their kitchens and they're making stuff and they're showing us what they're making. And it was so fun. So Chef AJ was like, so I want to do a Mexican night and an Italian night. So she like listed off her recipes and she has this enchilada bake that she made. And I was like, I could probably make some enchiladas somehow. So I actually practiced making like the little tortillas and then like the filling. I got that down and the sauces and the cheese sauce. So yeah, I worked on that recipe special for her class, but I included it in the Make It Raw ebook because it was just such a unique, fun recipe. So I'm glad that
I was curious how it would turn out, and it was perfect. Everything was perfect. I made 8 enchiladas. So I divided them up in little containers, and I need a deep freeze because my My fridge freezer is filling up.
Right? I know, we only have so much space. Nate and I had to buy a chest freezer from Costco because when you use the freeze dryer, you have to freeze everything first for 48 hours before you put it in the freeze dryer, because otherwise it takes like another like 40 hours on the freeze dryer. So it's easier just to freeze it first and then put it in. And our freezer is like this big. Like on our fridge, it's like, it's thin. It's only like a foot wide maybe. And you can't really fit much in there. And there's no way we're fitting those big trays into that freezer. So we're like, yes, we're going to buy a chest freezer. And it was so good. I'm glad that we got it. And now it's
that makes me think of Nate's kitchen course. I watched a couple of videos, and you guys buy the bundle and watch his videos. It's incredible. He's done such a good job, and gave me some ideas for what to get for my little kitchen. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What video?
I watched the intro and the first one. Yeah. Maybe part of the second. I watched so much.
Nice.
I'm just going through it like, okay, what can I watch tonight? And I'll sit there and crochet and watch. Oh, wow. Because there's so much, you want to take it all in.
Yeah, I know. I know. And you guys, this bundle is only here for 11 days. Starting today, it ends on May 11th. So click on my mom's link, go to my mom's page, give her a follow, and then click the link in her bio and go grab the bundle, because you're going to get Nate's kitchen course. You're going to get her My Gentle Kitchen ebook. You're going to get my wraps ebook. You're going to get the ebook I wrote with Chef AJ. You're going to get everything for $50. And you're going to get that exclusive interview with Dr. Doug Graham and Ted Carr. They filmed that exclusively for this bundle. So it's like a 2-part, I don't even know how, 3 hours long of video content with Dr. Graham. Like, you guys, this bundle is like totally amazing.
Tell you, but I read Ted Carr's book, like the whole book, Law of Attraction.
Oh, which one?
I read
He's
the one
three.
with, I can't remember the title of it, but it was all, like each chapter is bright green, like.
Oh, I think it's the money-making manifesting one.
Yes. The way he chose green, because that's the color of my ebook. That's my favorite color. And it's so easy to follow. I made notes, and it's a really, really good book. I was impressed. Yeah.
Oh, man. And you get that in the bundle.
It's not only the fantastic recipes, it's all the other wonderful things that people will get. So.
Exactly. Oh, that's awesome. What else did you like?
What else did I like? Oh, Sashi in Japan. She wrote the sweetest book. I Put Love in My Body, I think it's called. And the cover is so pretty with flowers. I love flowers. How can you tell? And when I read it, I got tears in my eyes. So I messaged Sashi on Instagram. And we've been chatting back and forth. And it's
she is such an incredible soul. I love her so much. She's such a sweetheart. And she's in the bundle.
Her personality makes me think of a cherry blossom, actually. She's just so sweet. Yeah. And I've been wanting to go to Japan for a few years. And to connect with her was really special. So her book is a wonderful read. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I know there's just countless things in this bundle, and I'm so happy that you joined this year and you created something for it. It's such a masterpiece, and it's such a special thing. Like you said, it's the 444. It's the 4th raw bundle. There's over 400 recipes.
Yeah.
40 people who.
And I see 444 on the clock quite often. I'd say at least a few times a week. So 11:11.
Oh, that's cool.
Your numbers.
11.
Yeah.
11. That's what time I was born.
Yes. Can I mention a few more recipes from my ebook? Please do, you guys. You gotta get the bundle. I made a post with a list of the recipes on Instagram, but I'll just talk a little bit about about what's in there. The beet jerky, cheddar crisps. They're like a crispy cracker, and once you eat one, you want to eat lots. Crazy for garlic.
Those are good. We made those.
Yes.
The
Don't
cheddar
they smell like
crisps.
cheddar cheese when
my
they're
God.
dehydrating? Did you notice that? That's why I call them cheddar crisps. Yeah, and there's a secret ingredient in them.
Like,
Yeah, when I live in a bachelor, so I'm in, well, my food dehydrator is in the closet, my storage closet, so I can close the door, but I can still smell what's going on in there. It wafts through. And I remember it smelling like cheddar cheese, like what I remember years ago when my mom would make me a grilled cheese sandwich. That smells like cheddar. And that's why I call them cheddar crisps. And crazy for garlic sourdough croutons. Those are fun. The dressing like Caesar, so it's like a Caesar salad dressing.
We made that too, and we put your rad
That's
bacon
such a
bits
good,
on it.
good idea. Wow. And Happy Jicama Slaw, and the reason I named it Happy was because when I was eating it, it actually made me feel happy. It's very bright and.
You know what's cool that you say that about the Happy Jicama Slaw? I'm just gonna throw in a little piece of science in here, but jicama is very high in inulin, and inulin is one of the best sources of prebiotic for your microbiome, your good bacteria, and your good bacteria produce over 90% of your happy hormone serotonin.
That must be why when I eat it, I feel happy. And I made it.
Yep. Your microbiome's like, yeah, let's make this serotonin.
And I made a full batch for myself, and I take some each morning for lunch. So it'll last, I think, 3 or 4 days in the fridge. It's enough for 4 servings. And my heartbeat salad, hot, thank you, hot Asian apps. I just posted about those. Those are really great for an appetizer when friends come over. And you can make them as spicy hot as you want. King of kale chips. I tried so many kale chip recipes, and finally I said, that's it. I'm going to make my own. And the nice one about this is it does not contain any nutritional yeast, which I seem to react to, and I don't know why. So I finally cracked the code on kale chips for myself, and I hope for all of you too. Moroccan.
Are you doing a demo of that
Chris?
one on Chris Kendall?
Yeah, we're making kale chips together.
That is so awesome. You guys, I just want to take a quick moment to say, if you click on the link in my mom's bio and go to the bundle website, there's a tab at the top that says 2023 event schedule, and that will give you a list of all the lives that we're doing and all the food demos. So my mom's going to be live on Chris Kendall's Instagram, The Raw Advantage, making the kale chips. So we've got so many lives happening. So go to her page and click the link in her bio. Go check out the live schedule. Okay, you can continue.
Bok and yum salad. That's for my love of ethnic things, and rad bacon bits. And these came about. I had these radishes in my fridge, and I'm not a big radish fan. So I thought, what am I going to do with these things? And that's how the recipe evolved. Rare ground beet burgers. They could.
Those look like rare ground beet.
So go get the recipe and
they
fool
look like
a carnivore. Seriously, it could transform somebody's life. They're going to eat more vegan after that. Salad sprinkles, and that's just for fun. The kids love them. A mixture you make and keep it in a jar, and then you sprinkle it over a salad just for a little topping. Shiitake, salami, the sweet curry chutney, Thai. Yes, Melissa's eating it like a salad. Thai dream sauce. That's a great recipe for a quick meal. Wolfberry relish, one of my favorites. And wolfberries, otherwise known as goji berries. And then the apple cart cookies, baby carrot cake. And you can use a bag of baby carrots to make this cake if you want. And the baby servings are because there is some fat in there. And even though some fat is good for us, we need it. We don't want to overdo it. Date jam, which is an ingredient that you'll want to make for the next recipe, which is Mango-licious fritters, made with mangoes and golden delicious apples, or whatever apple you choose. You'll need the date jam to go in the fritters because the fritters recipe is not put in a food processor or a blender. It's all mixed by hand. So once you have the date jam, you're just going to add that and fold it in. Pumpkin-like pancakes, and that's actually my favorite picture in my book. When I took that picture, I took the pancakes out of the dehydrator. I think it was about 7:30 in the morning. I was half asleep, and I thought, I got a busy day ahead. I've got to take this picture, get it over with, because the light is good in the morning. So I stacked the pancakes, got the sauce out of the fridge, poured it over, and took a bag of strawberries from my freezer, rummaging through a pretty one, put it on the top, took it over to my table, took a picture, that's it. And I looked and I thought, how did that just happen? So go and see it in my book. Get the book and see the picture. It's also in my Instagram. And the last recipe in the book is rustic gingerbread. So.
Ooh. You heard it, you guys. You heard all the goodies in my mom's ebook. And that's just one of the ebooks you get in the bundle. You get 40 contributions in this bundle. And we're going to sell all of these after the bundle on our own websites. But if you were to buy all our new content individually, it would cost you over $1,800. But you're getting them all the new content for $50. But you have to go to the link in my mom's bio. So click up here. The little down arrow is going to show you who's in the live. Go to my mom's page, click the link in her bio, buy the bundle, and then go check out her ebook and make some.
I'm also excited about the yin yoga. And
oh yes, Angelica is amazing. She is a mind-blowingly awesome teacher. Like seriously, I've had private classes with her. Like she's come over and we've just done yoga together, and she is so good at aligning you, and she lives yoga. That's like her everything. So, and she follows like obviously the 8 limbs of yoga, the first limb being ahimsa, which is do no harm. And that's why she chooses vegan, because that's the most beautiful way to express do no harm, right? No harm to anybody, right? As best you possibly can. So she's got her yin yoga class in there. And the cool thing about yin yoga is Nate says this all the time. Every time we talk about yin, he's like, it's so cool because it's so challenging when all you're really doing is like holding a pose for 3 to 5 minutes, like one pose for 3 to 5 minutes, but you work on the mind and like not fidgeting, not moving, and really just deepening yourself into the pose. That's the challenging part of the yin yoga, right? Like, yeah, it's relaxing. Like you're not doing like a flow where you're sweating or anything. Like it's up here with yin yoga.
That's why I love it, because it grounds you. It helps you focus. Yeah.
It grounds you, it's nice and focused. And that's what her course is called, Finding Stillness. So it's a perfect name for yoga. I know. I'm so excited for everything in the bundle. Mama, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, it's been a pleasure and a treat. And I'm so honored to be a part of all of this. I never imagined it would be this exciting. It's over the top. Wonderful.
It is. Isn't it? I know it's an online festival and we're all getting together and we're hanging out and we're joining each other's lives and we're talking about stuff. We're talking about our books and we get creative. It's just it's like a party online for everybody. And so many people love the bundle event because they get to be re-inspired. They get to meet new people. Like everybody who's watching, go check out my mom. Her Instagram is The Gentle Homeopath. And click the link in her bio and grab the bundle.
Send me a message. I love to connect with people. I love this community. And I'm also a homeopath for people and animals. So if that's, something you need, let me know. I do online consultations all over the world. So my other
awesome. That's so awesome. Oh, well, it's the top of your hour.
It's been
so
lovely. Beyond words.
Beyond words. And thank you for all the delicious recipes. I'm gonna go finish my chutney salad.
And I'll eat my wrap with a little sauce on top. There it is.
Yep, and we've got our wraps that we're gonna eat after because we need to eat. We've been going crazy all day, so it's time to eat some dinner and take a walk.
Okay, well, thanks again, Melissa. Love you.
I love you, Mom. I love you. We'll have to do this again sometime.
Okay.
All right, bye.